Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the July 26th, August 2nd, Bruce County Council meeting to order. We welcome everyone. And I just wonder where in the heck did July go? But anyways, we're into the second day of August. We got a full agenda today, so let's get started. And first thing then is the roll call. Donna?
Councillor Buckle? Present. Councillor Eady?
Present.
Warden Eagleson?
Present.
Councillor Ingalls? Present. Councillor Jackson? Present. Councillor McKeever? Councillor Smith? Present. Councillor Tulin? Here.
I'd like to remind everyone it's our own responsibility to disclose any pecuniary interest that we may have on today's agenda. Do so if and when the matter arises. Confirmation of council minutes. Donna?
I have a motion moved by Councillor McKeever and seconded by Councillor Tulin that the minutes of the July 5th, 2018 council session be adopted as circulated.
Heard the motion. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion? That's carried. Communications? Nothing at this time. Delegations? Nothing at this time. Reports of staff? 6A is notice of motion process attached. What do you want to do with that?
So I have a motion attached to my report that the notice of motion process be received for information and that council approves staff to address as part of the Bruce County Housing Corporation annual general meeting the adjustment to the agenda to allow for a notice of motion to occur.
So I'm still, are we adopting that by a motion or is that just information?
We need a motion.
So we need a mover for that. Janice, second by Ann. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion? That's carried. And then one more item was the lame duck report attached. Any explanation, Donna?
Thank you, Mr. Warden. I have nothing further to add to my report. I just wanted to update council to make them aware that we are not presently in lame duck situation, but that could occur or change after the election on October 22nd.
Any questions on that? Everyone's clear? Okay, good. Let's move on then to inquiries and announcements. Any inquiries or announcements this morning? Minutes attached. Donna.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Tulin and seconded by Councillor McKeever that the minutes of the following committees be approved. July 5th, 2018, Corporate Services Committee, Executive Committee, Homes Committee, Human Resources Committee, Museum Committee. July 12th, 2018, Executive Committee, Human Services Committee, Museum Committee, Planning and Development Committee, and Transportation and Environmental Services Committee.
You've heard the motion to adopt the minutes. Any questions or concerns? All those in favor of the adoption of the minutes? That's carried. Thank you. Notice of motion number 9. Nothing at this time. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. I do have a motion that council directs staff to obtain quotes for the installation of satellite service at either Limpert Lodge and Wyerton or all county-owned apartment buildings and report back to council as soon as possible. And I've moved that.
Through you, Mr. Warden, just for the benefit of council members, that this item is on the Housing Corporation's agenda, and so you heard earlier the report that the county clerk had highlighted that right now the method of attaching new business that has not come through council for the Housing Corporation needs to come through here. So Councillor Jackson was asked to read the notice of motion into public record and seek your support, but it is on today's Housing Corporation agenda.
So I need some more clarification then, or direction, I guess, Kelly. Do you want a seconder for that motion? We're voting here, or are we deferring it to the Homes Committee? not the homes, but the housing.
Through you, Mr. Warden, just a mover for it, and then a vote, and then it will be entertained at the Housing Corporation agenda.
Okay, would you read the motion again, please, Janice?
Certainly. The council directs staff to obtain quotes for the installation of satellite service at either Limpert Lodge in Wyerton or all county-owned apartment buildings, and report back to council as soon as possible.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Is everyone okay with that? All those in favor?
Yeah, we only need a mover, and I'm not sure that we have a mover. I may have missed it.
Janice moved it.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
No, we're all clear on that. That's good. That, other business? Donna? Nothing at this time? Bylaws.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Ingalls and seconded by Councillor Buckle that the following bylaws be adopted. 2018-049 is a bylaw to authorize the execution of a cross-jurisdictional agreement between the Corporation of the County of Huron and the Corporation of the County of Bruce for the provision of childcare services and fee subsidies. 2018-050 is a bylaw to authorize the execution of a cross-jurisdictional agreement between the Corporation of the County of Wellington and the Corporation of the County of Bruce for the provision of childcare services and fee subsidies. 2018-051 is a bylaw to authorize the execution of a service agreement between the Corporation of the County of Bruce and Mawikadong Native Cultural Resource Centers for the provision of early on child family services. 2018-052 is a bylaw to authorize the execution of an early years center lease agreement between the Blue Water District School Board and the Corporation of the County of Bruce for early years center space in the Chesley District Community School. 2018-053 is a bylaw to authorize the execution of an early years center lease agreement between the Blue Water District School Board and the Corporation of the County of Bruce for early years center space in the Peninsula Shores District School. 2018-054 is a bylaw to authorize the execution of an early years center lease agreement between the Blue Water District School Board and the Corporation of the County of Bruce for early years center space in the Paisley Central School. 2018-055 is a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Corporation of the County of Bruce at its meeting held the 2nd day of August 2018.
You've heard the motion. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion? That's carried. The bylaws are passed. Just before adjournment, Kelly is going to make an introduction.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Warden, on behalf of County Council, I would like to introduce to you the new Director for Library Services, who is Nicole Charles, sitting to the right. I believe most of you have already met Nicole. She was the Assistant Director of Library Services, and with Melissa moving back to the island, Vancouver Island, and taking up the role of Director of Library Services with the Greater Vancouver Island Regional Library System. We were pleased to be able to promote Nicole into the role, and Nicole has her Master's of Library Science from the University of Edmonton, and her undergraduate is in a subject area that's near and dear to most in this room, which is agriculture. And her work already with the library system has been quite impactful, and she will do great things for the library system. So.
Not today? Because, okay, you're awful quiet today so far. Yeah. Anyone else having? If not, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Buckle and seconded by Councillor Ingalls that we adjourn to meet again on Thursday, September the 6th, 2018, at 9:30 a.m. in the council chambers, Bruce County Administration Center, Walkerton, Ontario.
You've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of the motion? That's carried. We're adjourned.